Today we will discuss teen suicide and some of the signs and symptoms of someone dealing with suicidal thoughts. Hi, my name is Travis. Welcome to my channel. You stick around to the end, you will hear 5 preventing tips that will help in the event that someone's in the situation that wants to commit suicide. Teens generally want someone to say, "Are you thinking about suicide?" They want someone to ask them that. But a lot of times we don't catch on to that, so we don't ask them that. Sometimes we equate whatever behaviors or patterns that they're doing, if just something that they're doing based upon them being a teen and not something of a deeper aspect of possibility of suicide. When my son was 17, he decided that he wanted to go to school and say, "I want to kill myself," because whatever he was unhappy about or whatever he wanted to do that he wasn't able to do. Well, when the school contacted me, I had no other choice but to put him into a center for people that wanted to hurt themselves. I couldn't take the chance and take the risk of me thinking that he just was saying that and he was not serious about wanting to do what he said he wanted to do. So you have to be careful when you hear them say that, and you got to make sure that you are following up and doing the things you need to do when they're saying that. Some of the things that are hints that somebody might want to consider suicide is that they start giving things away, possessions that they really normally enjoy and they like having. You know, if they're not getting enough sleep or if they're getting too much sleep, that is also a sign. Being very irritable for no apparent reason, being very sad for no apparent reason, are all signs and symptoms of those things. Having crying spells, withdrawing from the rest of the family and from other friends, are signs of a teen that could be in the position where they want to harm themselves. You know, so we have to be aware of our teens when we're trying to deal with them, you know, on a regular basis, and just be aware of what they're doing. One of the things we don't want to get into, if we find out that a teen does want to harm or kill themselves, is saying things like, "It's not worth it," "That person's not worth it." You might just be doing that for attention. You might be just seeking a way for, you know, other people to take notice of you, and you're really not serious. We don't want to place judgment on it. We want to take it very serious, because I'm sure there's many parents or many people that wish they would have taken serious when they seen these signs from their child. You know, one of the things that we want to do in the event that they say they want to do that, we want to say that we're sorry that they're feeling the way they're feeling, and want to try to offer them some type of help to get through the situation that they're going through. You know, which leads me to the 5 preventable tips that can help a person when they're going through this thing. One of the things that we should do as people viewing this person doing this, we have to make sure that 988 hotline and a list of friends and family that they need to write that down and keep that with them at all times. You need to make sure your house is safe. If you have a gun, it needs to be in the lockbox. If somebody's suicidal and you think that they're capable of doing that, you need to make sure your knives are put up. You need to make sure your medications and things like that are secured and put away. You don't want to give easy opportunities for that person to do something to themselves. You want to make sure that you're with them and not leave them alone, especially for periods of time. You want to make sure that you're there for them, because it doesn't take long for somebody to decide to do that and to do it when they're isolated. You know, make sure that they're not in their room with their door closed and things like that. Just things you have to be watch out for. Make sure that you try to get them some kind of counseling or therapy immediately. You know, even if you might have to do what I had to do with my son and place them somewhere. Anything that would keep them safe and get through that period that they're going through is a good idea for you to do. You know, take the threat seriously. Don't put your own opinion in it on what you think. Take the threat seriously and make sure that you try to do what you can do to prevent a teen from suicide. This is the holiday season. This is the time of the year that people think about a lot of things and think about doing things to themselves, think about losing people, and people get very depressed during this time of the year. So we want to keep our guards up and not have our guards down just because it's the holiday and we focused on shopping and making people happy and all that. You got to make sure that everybody's got their mental health together also. And if you have teens, you got to keep an eye on them and make sure that they're not in a position of wanting to do something to themselves. If you like anything I said on this channel, hit the like button. Leave me comments. I'm open to comments. I'm going to try to continue a series of this with adults, and I'll see you next time.